What's going on, guys? It's Kyle. Welcome to the Stock Goat YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be covering the SoFi stock. We just made a video yesterday saying that the $1850 level is the big resistance level, and I believed, it was going to be coming extremely quickly, and it came much faster than I thought, guys. We literally surpassed 1850 three separate times today. So it went above 1850, down, above, and down again. And then we finished around 1820, 1830. So as you guys can see, that resistance is giving us a little bit of problems, but I do think we can push through this pretty quickly. The volume today was absolutely insane, guys. I mean, average volume is around 70 million. We were literally at 140 million volume today, and there was no news put out by SoFi, okay? So absolutely incredible, the buying pressure today. So I believe, the short sellers, later on in the day put up a massive fight to get this stock down with all they got, and that's why you saw the volume really start to take off. But guys, I believe a mini short squeeze is going to be coming pretty soon. What do I mean by mini short squeeze? I believe if SoFi puts out some pretty good news out there, maybe loan platform deal or something Galileo related, we could see a 12 to 15% move, prior to earnings. Definitely possible. Also, be on the lookout tomorrow or Wednesday. You're likely going to see SoFi put out their earnings date. So they'll make an announcement to release the earnings date for Q2. So that'll get a little bit of momentum building up. But I believe a massive loan platform deal should be breaking out pretty soon, because Anthony Noto continues to talk about that $100 billion of denied personal loans that they haven't been able to monetize. He said he thinks a deal is in the pipeline coming pretty soon. Maybe we get a $5 to $7.5 billion loan platform deal with those, loans that they can't originate, that they keep, denying. Okay, that'll be massive, massive revenue for the next, 1 to 2 years out. That's what we want to see, guys, that recurring revenue coming from the fee-based side of SoFi. 95% of the business was lending, when they went public, back in 2020. They brought that down from 95% down to 60%. So the risk continues to become lower and lower as financial services continues to take over the massive portion of the business, guys. So I'm loving everything I'm seeing. I believe SoFi, is really going to get a run pretty soon. If we can surpass that $18.50 level, the next levels that we're looking at, guys, is about $21 and $23. Let's just call it $22 in the middle. So 22 is going to be the next resistance after, and then boom, guys, all-time high, $28. So you need to understand the compound effect building on the SoFi stock as it continues to go higher. The higher we go, these moves that you're getting, these percentages, they're causing bigger, dollar moves. Today we moved $1. The stock, because it's getting higher than that, 8, 10, 12, $14 range, little percent move, 6% is moving the stock up a whole buck. So the higher we go, before you know it, guys, the stock's going to be moving up $1.50, $2 a day if we can, get into this $20, $25 level. So there's a couple more resistance points. I think we're going to break this 1850 pretty soon, guys. I'm really excited, for this upcoming earnings. I believe fundamentals will take over after all of this, squeezing hype, because we still have massive short interest behind the stock right now. 148 million shares sold short. So the shorts out there are still believing in their thesis, because I believe the real thesis that's going to happen is the EPS expansion is about to really start to kick in Q2, Q3, Q4. If you find any of this information useful, be sure to smash the like button, drop a comment, subscribe to the channel. We'll be keeping you updated daily. Let's get into the video. All right, guys, taking a look at the stock today. You can see the stock's trading at 1838, up a little bit in the after hours. Just look at these moves, guys. This 1% after hours move is 20 cents, okay? You didn't get those types of moves when you're trading at 9, 10, 12 bucks. The compounding effect of a stock going higher is correlating to bigger stock movements. $1 today on 6%. That's exactly what we want to see. But look, guys, right here, we surpassed the 1850 once, twice, and then right here, 3 times we surpassed 1850. And then the volume just really started to crank up. We sold off to around, 1813. So guys, let's see what happens. Maybe we really surpass 1850 over the next, 1 to 2 trading days. But understand that big level coming after is that $22 level. And that'll likely happen, right around earnings. I don't think we're going to go much higher than that, prior to earnings. Earnings is about 4 weeks away as of right now. And look where we topped out at in January, guys. That 1842 before the tariff announcement. We have these Fibonacci retracements, the 860 to 1050. We broke the 12, the 1350, the 1557, and then here we go, guys. The 1842, the 1850. And we're really cranking through it already. 3 times we surpassed this level today, guys. And if we crank through this, I think we're going to hit that $22 level pretty quickly. The upside is just limitless because we're getting closer to that $28 all-time high where there's going to be no resistance, just price discovery after that. So understand, a lot of the short squeeze talk is because of short interest is absolutely insane. These guys have to cover 148 million shares sold short right now. Now understand, a lot of stocks out there are running really, really hard. You know, companies like Palantir and also Robinhood, they're getting the AI boost, they're getting the crypto boost. SoFi is not participating in either one of those because they technically don't have AI and they technically don't have crypto. But there's a lot of other companies out there that are really getting hit hard. It wasn't just SoFi not doing very well in 2025. Look at Lending Club, now 26%, Block 21%, PayPal 13%, and SoFi just starting to turn it around. Look how fast things can turn around, guys. 24%. That is what I'm talking about. We have another 2 weeks like this. The stock's going to be up 50% year to date, and we're going to be creeping into that $22 level pretty soon. So understand, things can change really fast. Palantir and Robinhood are riding the biggest waves in the stock market for the past 2 years, AI and crypto. SoFi needs to get its crypto platform up and coming, and also the AI platform, Cash Coach. We need both of those to start participating with that momentum. We still don't have it. We're just going off of, hype fundamentals right now, and I believe short interest is out of control. We have some great news for you guys. Breaking news, SoFi is now qualified for the S&P 500 when it hit 1862, guys. We're at 20.5 billion market cap. Even the level it's at right now is still 20 billion, 0.3 billion or something like that. So guys, you can see once we get that, $1850 level, we are qualified for S&P 500 as far as profitability and the market cap requirement, guys. So this is a level we need to maintain. So once we get to 23, 28, we're going to be way surpassed the market cap requirements, guys. And as you guys can see, we hit a great milestone today after selling off for 4 months in January. Now take a look at this, guys. SoFi has had 7 out of 8 green days in a row. Also take a look at the big volume coming in. Look at this, guys. 7 out of 8 green days. Look at this volume today. This is what I'm talking about, okay? I believe this is buyers stepping in and also short sellers trying to cover and trying to pound this stock down so they don't get hit so hard. They can't take a couple of 10, 15% moves without losing billions of dollars. 139 million volume. Look at the volume the past, 5-6 days. 60, 64, 68, 73, 92, just blasting up each and every single day. So I hope we really continue this momentum. I'd love to see freaking, 10 out of 11 green days. Let's just wait and see. But as you guys can see right now, the SoFi stock is looking extremely strong. All right, guys, and we had a ton of calls last week. We're all in the money at the end of the week on Friday. Market makers could not pull this stock back. And if you look at the next couple of weeks, specifically, the 3rd, the 11th, the 18th of July, it's pretty low this week, guys. Call options are extremely low. Look at this. Only 80,000 calls, and then it really picks up again, 150,000 and 200,000 the next 2 weeks. So I really don't know where this stock is headed this week, but it's very interesting that we're running so hard on a Monday and the call options are really low. Maybe that's when the market makers are really trying to just let this thing pump up, and then we might get penned, next week or the week after that. But right now, extremely low call option levels. This will likely finish out the week on Friday at about 120, 130,000 or something like that. And guys, we know that SoFi was the 20th ranked bank last week, and we surpassed KeyCorp to become the 19th largest bank in America. But take a look at this, guys. We just surpassed Citizens, SoFi Citizens. We are now the 18th largest bank in America. So just like that, in 2 weeks, we went from the 20th to the 19th to the 18th, okay? Incredible how this momentum is starting to build up. And understand the next 3 to 4 are coming pretty soon as well. If we can get to that $23, $24 level, we're going to surpass another 4 spots, 17, 16, 15, 14, and then we're going to battle the real big bank, likely next year, which is Truist, trading at about 50 to 60 billion market cap. All right, guys, I'm really hoping SoFi drops some pretty big news very soon. We're likely going to get that earnings day, but if they can drop a loan platform deal, 5-7 billion, this stock is really going to run hard. I think we're going to smash that 1850 forever and likely get to that $22 level pretty quickly. And then, of course, all-time high is 28. So a lot of people, we're in and out today. A lot of people selling, a lot of people holding. You have to make the best investment choice for your future, your family, the direction that you want to go to. I'm, planning on holding this stock much longer, likely trim, when we hit all-time highs or something like that. Be sure to smash the like button, drop a comment, subscribe to the channel. Hope you have a great day.